So hello everyone friends, it's me Bruno here. Today we have a new video as always. In this video we are working on with two moving averages. So our first moving average has a period of 30. This is the slow moving average and the style is red, and the second moving average has a period of 10 and the style is green. Let's keep these settings and start our trading. Before the video begins, subscribe to my free Telegram channel. On a daily basis, friends, we hold trading sessions there where I share my signals and you copy them and earn money along with me. If you're interested, make sure to join. Let's begin our work. As you understand, we will be trading specifically on moving average crossovers. Here is the first setup, the first signal on the Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar. We've opened a short position here. Note that the reason for opening a short position is very simple. Pay attention to the moving average crossovers. Every such crossover signifies a trend change, and that is exactly what we are capitalizing on. We just jumped onto a moving train, open a position for a continuation, and we are getting such a fantastic trade. And notice that essentially the crossover hasn't even happened yet. We only saw the indicators that this crossover was about to happen. We took advantage of this, and now we are going to lock in profit. Let's move on. The next setup, of course, I'd like to have more of these exact setups where the price just immediately moves in the right direction. But unfortunately, this is the market and such movements are extremely rare. You have to sit for a long time to find setups to separate the wheat from the chaff, so to speak. Well, there's no other way to earn, friends, unfortunately. So be patient. Now look, on this asset, euro to Japanese yen, we have a long position, a classic breakdown of the setup. The trend was bearish, and there's a support zone here. Pay attention to every such crossover. It's always a micro trend against the main trend. But right now we have more solid reasons to expect a reversal here, specifically a touch of the support zone. A crossover is expected, and we open a long position. Let's look at the results and look for a new trade. We had some false crossovers here. Euro to Russian ruble, a long position here as well. There's no crossover as such yet, but notice that we had a downward movement, a support zone, and a correction. We are opening a long position on this correction. Excellent result. Our trade closed perfectly in profit. We'd love to see it, 32K on the balance. US dollar to Japanese yen. We have a short position here. The crossover has already happened. We open in the direction of the crossover, but the catch with these setups and when the crossover has already happened and a part of the move is already complete is that you can really run into pullbacks. This is because crossovers work best at the exact moment they happen, giving you a specific window to enter. But when you enter after a portion of the movement is already done, be prepared for the fact that you will most likely have to use a recovery trade. So the previous position also closed in profit. Good. That was a long trade. This one is still up in the air, but trend seems to want to continue. Let it continue then. The next setup, overall a price reversal is happening. The volatility is high, but the payout percentage is low. There's no point in opening a trade on this asset. But on the euro to US dollar, I would open a trade. I'd open for $100 just for a continuation. On the dollar, US dollar to Japanese yen, our position closed in profit. Look here, the setup is also similar to the one we broke down today. A support zone, downward trend, an expected crossover, a very strong upward impulse movement. Notice how green the candle volumes are. That actually was good for us. The crossover hadn't happened yet. We opened up a small part of the move was already complete, simply trading for a continuation. Next setup, right here, by the way, we open a short position because we have a breakdown of the global setup. That means we're observing a price drop. there was a correction from this level. After the correction, our trend continues. A breakout of the resistance zone or the support zone is happening, and the trend is falling rapidly. On top of that, we expect a crossover of the two moving averages. And once again, we get an excellent result. We started with a similar setup where we just open a short trade and it just plummeted into the depths of the earth. And we love to see it. And the exact same thing is happening here right now. We opened, got good volatility, a good impulse, and here we're locking in profit again. Love to see it. Next setups. We are doing wonderful today on the moving averages, by the way. This is probably the simplest indicator you can use in your trading. But as I always say, don't forget about your own vision of the market, your own understanding of the situation, and never blindly trust indicators. I don't think we'll find any more setups for now. Right here, there might be a reversal, but for now, the moving averages aren't even trying. Actually, I was kidding. They're trying to reverse. We have a support zone right here. Notice the lower candle shadow, buying pressure. We open a long position from the support zone. This is contrary to the fact that we don't have a moving average crossover yet, but we are opening from a support zone. And this is very important. It's actually a very strong signal. Let's see how it goes. So far, I like it. The volatility is here, of course, but the way the price reacts as it approaches this level is very good. This means there is definitely a strong support zone, a large concentration of buyers who aren't letting the price drop any lower. We have 27 seconds left until completion, and I think that overall we've handled our tasks for today. Virtually all of our trades, well, not virtually, but exactly all of them turned out to be profitable. This is how our trading goes. These are the results we have. Good. Look, our trade here is going to close in a loss, and for this reason, we'll have to use a recovery trade. I started the closing part of the video too early. We opened a $300 trade for 3 seconds. Well, this is my signature move. This is my signature trick. When I recover everything, I lost in just 3 seconds. I open a long position, take a loss. All right, another 2 trades, or rather, I'll need to open 3 right now. But if we don't count the previous position, overall, we secured a very good profit. At the end, we have a few minutes left for my signature trades. Let's work it out. A long position here. Good, profit. Let's wait for a downward move. Notice that this is scalping. There was another downward move. We open a long trade. That means we always open in the opposite direction. And there we are, 32K on the balance and 707. Let's take the final position. You see a crossover happening. This means we have an overall upward movement here. We need to wait specifically for a correction. The crossover is there. Let's wait for a correction. There's pullback. We lock it in. $32K, $950 on the balance. By the way, the scalping I show you at the end of my videos is quite a useful skill, I'd say. Just observe how I do it, how I trade. Keep in mind that you can and even should recover your balance this way, but you have to do it carefully. Anyway, friends, thank you all for watching and see you next time.